Okay. All right. Forward. All the way forward. Hey, Lovey, I'm just getting everything set up here. Back's forward, good. Now I need lumbar. Where's my lumbar? There it is. Perfect. And I'll play a little video games while I do my exercise and talk to y'all. And here's to hoping I can do an hour, but my tummy's really upset, so I'm not sure. I should take my sweater off. I'm going to get hot. Stay. Fix my hair quickly. Ow. I just ripped it out pretty much when I was taking my sweater off. I should start turning my fan on when I'm exercising, but I don't want you guys having to hear the fan, and apparently you guys can hear it. At least that's what I was told when I used to have it running and I was live. Damn it, I just broke the hair elastic. Oh well, no hair elastic for now. I might find one and do it later. Alright. Well, I know the more sweat the better, but trust me when I say I sweat enough without having a hoodie on when I get going. And the only reason I was leaning back before is because if I have my chair in the proper position, my feet can't reach the pedals if I'm sitting up straight. How I'm using my chair right now is technically a good way for me to fucking break it. Because it's not sitting on all 4 feet. But I also do want to be sitting up more when I'm trying to do it. See, like, I'll go down. Okay, now the chair's all the way down. Yeah, all the way down. Oh, of course I do. Okay, chair's all the way down. I need to put the... No, that's the back. Don't want the back down. I need the leg rest all the way down. Okay, lumbar support out. Like now it's as far forward as as far back as it will go on all 4s. I'm reaching, but as you can see, I'm kind of leaning now. But I was just thinking I want to be on all 4s because I don't need to break the chair. That would not be good. So I have to lean a little bit. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I was just kind of explaining it. I think tomorrow what I'm going to do too is I'm going to have a pair of shorts. Like I can't go in the bedroom. I can't be in and out of the bedroom when Joe's sleeping. So I'm going to get a pair of shorts that I can put on for while I'm doing exercising. So that way I'm not overheating. Because it's a good thing to sweat, but it's not good if you're going to overheat. If we didn't have the heat on in the apartment, I don't think I'd get as warm. But without the heat on in the apartment, it's just freezing in here. I was trying to not turn on the heat this winter because both of us are very warm people. But it got a little too cold. Oh, my nose is so itchy. Guess I'm going to kiss a fool because my nose is itchy. I need to find a fool. So I sent that dude's profile pictures, or his profile rather, I sent it to a few of my friends. They're like, he looks like a P3DO. I'm like, right? I need to find a way to tighten these, because these pedals are just so loose. I don't want them like super tight, but I'd like it a little bit tighter. I tried to turn the knob that's on it, but it didn't seem to do anything. We still have the AC in our bedroom window. It's not on, but we still have the AC in the window. So it gets a little bit cool in there. Really? I had to approve your comment. TikTok figured that was inappropriate comment. Proud of myself. I drank 2 liters of water today. So pretty proud of myself for that. Right? What this app censors really just questions me at times. Hey Beth, how are you? Oh, I need to get a mat for under this ASAP. It keeps freaking moving on me. I may just have to get up and turn on that fan. I'm starting to get hot already. I'm doing okay. Nice to see you here. Fuck off. Okay, why are you doing that? Is this a mutation? They're resilient. Of course they are. Thank you. I'm feeling a lot better about myself doing it too. And that I've cut out all junk food and all pop and everything. Like, I am feeling so much better about myself. I just wish, like I said, I could tighten this a bit because it's so loose. I'm sure that's also got to do with why it moves so much. It hasn't been easy, especially the junk food thing. Like, I will fully admit, the junk food thing has been really hard to avoid. Not avoid, but like, I still have really bad cravings for junk food. But part of the benefit of being a broke-ass bitch is I haven't had money to buy junk food. And the moment I tell Joe, like, I don't want any more junk food, no more pop, blah, blah, blah. Like, when I was off work for the winter, he helped with groceries a lot more. Like, now that I'm back to work, when I start getting paid and stuff, I'll be buying a lot of my own food. He was helping over the winter a bit. But so the second I said to him, I don't want any more junk food, I don't want any more pop, you know, I want to try and get healthier, he stopped buying it. Yeah, see, I'm not quite there yet, Michelle. I would like to get a walking pad, but I have to be able to walk for a few minutes at least before I look at getting one of those. Because as of right now, I can't even like do walks in the hallway. Right? So absolutely it is. Absolutely, it's a good start. Thank you for the follow. Aw, well, thanks for stopping in, Beth. We'll see you later. Have a good night. I'm already sweating. That's what I'm saying. Like, yes, I know sweat's a good thing, but I can't imagine how I would be if I still had my sweater on, even. Especially with my hair down. I'm sweating a lot more than I do with it up. Alright, I'm going to try to tighten this a bit because it's driving me crazy. And the knob's just turning and turning and turning. Oh, maybe I've got resistance now. I also have to grab a hair tie. Alright, hair tie. Let's get my hair up. Might turn the fan on low. If it's too loud for you guys, well, maybe I just won't stay on live. I don't know. Let's get this back on. We'll see how this does. See if it's too tight now. Definitely more challenging, but I think it'll be okay. Maybe. No, now she's moving too much. Alright, loosen it a bit. Hey, thanks for the follow. I'm just trying to adjust these pedals so that they're not as tight. Not as tight and not as loose. Because they were so loose that, honestly, like, I just felt like I was pedaling air. And now they were so tight that it was causing the machine to slide all over the floor. And it does that enough on its own. I don't know if I'd call it fun. But it's basically the same as any stationary bike, except for instead of having the whole ass bike, you just sit in your own chair. So it's definitely more convenient for small spaces. Right, like I live in a smaller 2-bedroom apartment, so I don't have space to have an exercise bike. Come on, get your foot in. Get your damn foot in. Fuck's sakes. That's a little better, I guess. I don't know, I can't find a happy medium with it. Because if I go any looser, it's going to be right back to how it was. I'm half tempted to just get up and just do some hooping instead, because this is driving me crazy. The only thing is, I feel like I sweat more doing this, which means it's a better exercise. But I also can do it for longer periods than I tend to hoop. Right, the hoop I can only do for anywhere between 3 to 5 minute increments.
But if you haven't noticed, the stills are being attacked.
Kind of. It's mainly because of the fact it keeps sliding, because I've got, I don't know, laminate floors or whatever these floors are. So this weekend I'm going to go to the dollar store and see if I can't get like a yoga mat or something to put under it. My only concern is that, is the mat going to slide? Right? Is it just going to cause the mat to slide?
Well, you don't see angry, sizable salamanders do that every day.
What are you saying, Ocean? I have no idea what you're saying there. Looks like I don't have any mods set up, so I'm going to mod some of you guys. Okay, thank you. Yeah, maybe. Alright, Ocean and Michelle, you guys are both mods right now. I appreciate that, Ocean. Yeah, like, I wanted to try anything, right? Like, I'm tempted to go put shorts on right now, but I'm not going to. Because if I go in the bedroom, I'm not coming back out. So note to self, these pants are very hot for working out in. All trial and error. Yes, I do know who they are. That's Ocean's a follower of mine from the very, very beginning. Oh, yeah, you can unblock Ocean. Ocean is a safe person. Ocean's been a follower of mine since my very first TikTok account. And we talk on Discord all the time. They've helped me with a lot of stuff. Especially when it comes to my diabetes. And, like, they were one of the ones that was going to be willing to give me their Omnipod PDM. Because they had a Dash. And they were using the 5. If I'm not mistaken, Ocean, you can correct me if I'm wrong. But that's when we found out that in Canada, you can't use a used PDM for Omnipod. And that's why I ended up going with Tandem, because Tandem allowed me to use a used pump. So, but yes, Ocean is a safe person. Yeah, I've been on TikTok since 2020-ish. You must have tried to follow her or something, Ocean, because she was going on a blocking spree yesterday just because of all the haters. And so she was basically blocking anybody who she didn't recognize. Which I can't blame her, but she had been checking with me and a few others if we knew anybody. She didn't check with us about you. Not that she has to, but otherwise I would have told her that you were safe. Yeah. Fucking thing, stop moving. Yaw. It's not Foshnot yet, no. Soon it will be, so I have my Foshnot Collectotron out. Should be in February. It's when it's supposed to be. Oh, yay! Yeah, I have my Collectron out for Fasnacht just because it will be soon enough. Usually happens around the time that we have Shrove Tuesday, Mardi Gras, all that shit. Fasnacht happens around the same time. Because it's, I can't remember who celebrates Fasnacht, but that country's version of Mardi Gras. It's based on a real event, just like all these places in the game are based on real places. I don't know if you knew that. I know. I was playing 7 days to, you know what, and then a buddy of ours told us Fasnacht was back. I'm like, okay, and so I jumped on over to here, did Fasnacht, played for about a week after Fasnacht, then I got into GTA, now I'm back on Fallout. I'm a little sad because I missed all the Mothman events because I wasn't really playing it much last year. So I missed most of the Fasnachts. I missed the Mothman events. Like, I'm even late to this latest update, the Burning Springs one. I was going to actually play while I was doing this, but I don't really feel like it. I'll just do the events that pop up if I feel like doing the events. I don't know if you guys can see my face, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty red right now. Oh. Joe did the same thing. He forgot to cancel Fallout first, so he just recently got back on when I did. And he had, like, so many atoms, right? He ended up buying, like, all of these shelters. He's like, well, guess I can afford all the shelters now. I'm going to look into getting a phone stand, too, from the dollar store when I can. Because right now you guys are propped up on my water bottle. That's empty because I finished it all today. But I'd like to be able to have access to my water bottle. Hey, Sarah, how are you? Sarah, I'm do this to you, too. Doop. Badoop, badoop, badoop. Nice. Yeah, so I'm just gonna check Dollarama, Dollar Tree. So, Zeus, whereabouts are you from? You don't have to tell me exactly, but are you in Canada? Are you in the States? Are you somewhere else? Ontario, nice. So am I. So is Sarah. So is Raya. So is Letum. Ocean. Of course, Ocean has to be special. She's in the States. I'm just bugging. So, Lethem is more closer to Windsor. And Sarah and I are close to Toronto. Close-ish. Oh, nice. Nice. You think you're about 8 hours from us. I grew up in Owen Sound, moved to Windsor, born in Windsor, moved to Owen Sound when I was just a wee little one. Moved back to Windsor when I was 21, I think, or 22. It was 2011, so it would have been 22. And then moved here with my now ex-husband in 2014. I've never lived in Toronto. I never want to live in Toronto. I don't even want to drive in Toronto. That's why when we went to the CNE, we took the GO train. I was like, we're not driving. We don't have to worry about parking or nothing. I love having access to the GO train, that's for sure. I wish the GO train came all the way to Windsor, though, because it would be so much easier and faster than the VIA. Okay, well, Sarah and I are a hop, skip, jump from Waterloo. You know, it would help if I unclamped my tube if I wanted to run water. My roommate used to live in Ottawa for a bit, a few years back. Guess quite a few years back now. Fuck, we've been roommates now for 4 years. I've never rode business class. I've only ever rode economy or whatever. I don't even know if there is a business class, what do you say, compartment, cart, whatever. I can't think of the word right now. My brain's not working. That goes from here to there. Because I know it's only 2 cars long, right? There's the engine, and then there's 2 cars, and that's it. So after riding the Via and after riding the GO Train, I definitely prefer the GO Train. They are, I find, more spacious, and they're just nicer. Yeah, I can see him having it to Toronto, but coming from Guelph, we're not important people here. That is so expensive for the Via. Like, for the GO Train to go to Toronto and back for the 3 of us, we got a 24-hour pass for $30. When I was looking at taking the Via down to come to my grandmother's funeral a couple years ago, it was going to cost nearly $200. It was either round trip or one way, I can't remember. Right? That's why I said I wish the GO Train went all the way down there. Because then I'd have a lot more opportunity to come visit, right? Because I could come down, spend the day, hop the train back. Like, I guess I could technically do that driving right now, but it's a long-ass drive, especially if it's one person driving. That's like a 6 to 8 hour round trip, depending on which way you go and whether or not you do the speed limit. So it's a long-ass trip for one way. And it really makes it feel like, or for 1 day trip. And it really makes it feel like you don't have any time to visit. Legally, yes, I can still drive. I still have my license. At this time, I don't drive because I'm so short, I have to sit like right against the steering wheel. And because I've gained since I've gained so much weight, my tummy sits right against the steering wheel. If I didn't have the feeding tube, it wouldn't be an issue. But because I have the feeding tube, it literally, the steering wheel rubs against the feeding tube. And once in a while, like this part of my tube will literally get pulled with the steering wheel. Because this is like a silicone material. And I'm afraid one of these days it's going to rip right out. So I don't drive. I wish I could sit back further. I'd have to buy pedal extenders. My van, unfortunately, isn't fancy enough to have the automated pedals that can be adjusted. I have, like, the base model. It's the Canadian Great Value package. Hang on. Your comment got flagged, Raya. I don't know how tall I am. Because I was always told I was 5'1". I can remember the one time I got measured, I was told I was 5'1.5". And that's what I've always went with. And that's what's on my license. But I had my appointment with the bariatric nurse yesterday. And she's going over my intake paperwork. And the doctor has me wrote down as 4'11". So, I'm somewhere between 4'11" and 5'1". I just know I'm taller than Joe's mom, and she's 4'11". I may not be much taller, but I am still taller. No, I'm definitely not 5'4". That much I know. I have to measure myself, because now I'm like sitting here going, no, I refuse to be under 5 feet tall. Next to my mom, I'm the shortest one in our entire damn family. I know we can shrink. And especially as I lose weight and my feet aren't as puffy. That's why I look so fat. Like, the haters are always going on about, oh, she's like 400, 500 pounds. I'm not. I'm just very short, and therefore all of my weight is carried, you know, in a shrunken body. Like, if I was 5'5", I wouldn't look half as big as I am. Right? The taller you are, the less big you look. I would still be the same weight. I would still be the same fat and everything, right? But I wouldn't look as big because it would be more distributed. Exactly. Stay. Or not. Sorry, Maxie. My dinner plate. I hadn't thrown it out yet. Well, thank you, Matt. I'm trying. Oh, no, Ocean, that's not good. I mean, good that your pancreas is still working. Not great that you're in a flare again. For me, I'm finding right now I can eat every other day. Like, I had food all day today. We'll see how I wake up in the morning, but I'm probably going to have to be on my tube tomorrow. Ugh. I understand because that was me, I think it was like 2024, 2023 or 2024. I literally thought I was in remission. Because I went like 6 or 8 months where I didn't have to worry about my feeding tube at all. No, it was 2022. Because it was just after I moved in with Joe. Before Mike and I split up. No, after we split up, but we're still on talking terms. I can't remember. I know it was 2022. When I ended up having to go back onto the pump full time. I was on my tube full time 2021. And then early-ish 2022, like my birthday-ish, I was able to eat, and I was able to eat. The odd day I wouldn't feel great, but I was still good. And then I'm not exercising, I'm sitting. Sweetheart, did you know you can sit down and do exercises? You want to see me exercising, my sweets? Since, you know, you're so insistent that I'm not. How do I flip my damn camera? Oh, there it is. What's this? This is an exercise? Oh, right. So how about, before we open our mouths and accuse people of stuff, we say, hey, what are you doing that's exercise? Because I'm not seeing you exercise. And then I would say, you see that thing in my background? That's what I'm doing right now. I stop for a minute or so because it's a lot for me. And then I go some more. No, but she's one of my mods and she can take care of you if she'd like. Because you're being a bit of a tool. When you're talking to me, you're talking to everybody in the room, sweetheart. Yes, I would like to hit 250 pounds by the end of December. That's about 100 pounds from where I started. I started this weight loss journey in October, and I was 347 pounds. Oh, I'll never lose weight because I'm exercising every day, I'm eating less calories every day, eating healthier choices, but I'll never lose weight, right? I'm already down from 347 to 324. So you want to tell me again how I'm not going to lose weight? Ocean, that's amazing. I am fucking screenshotting that bitch. I gotta remember that, Ocean. That was good. Take a second. Oh, I've been doing it 21 minutes already, guys. I thought I'd been doing it maybe 10 minutes. I'm up to 21 minutes already. For anybody that's new here tonight, something that's really cool about this machine is it doesn't count the minutes unless I'm actually pedaling. So when I'm sitting here taking a minute or so to catch up to my breath and have a quick minute to cool down, it's not counting the time. It is, yeah. I believe it too, Matt, so thank you very much for those kind words. I strongly believe it too. As long as I keep up with what I'm doing now, I can see myself hitting my goal. Yeah, and then my secondary goal will be by the end of next year, the end of 2027, I want to be down to 180. I know it's a smaller goal, going from 250 to 180. It's not quite 100 pounds. But I know that the lighter I get, so the less weight I have on me, it's going to be harder to take it off because I won't have as much water weight to lose, right? It's going to be actual body fat that I'm trying to burn off. So it's going to take more effort and everything like that. But I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to find healthier options for when I have oral food days. I don't know if you followed me for long, if you follow me at all. I have a condition called gastroparesis, which in layman's terms means my stomach is paralyzing. And so it doesn't work 100% of the time. And even when it does work, it doesn't work 100% functional. So there are some days where I have to be hooked up to a feeding tube. And there are some days where I am able to eat. And there are some days where I try to eat and it doesn't go over so well for me. That's awesome, Ocean. Where can you get the machine? I have no idea. I assume Amazon, Walmart may have them, Target may have them. I'm not sure. I got this one off Facebook. Like somebody was getting rid of it. It was somebody sold it for $22. That's very interesting, Ocean. That's very interesting. I know that for me, it's a lot of fatty foods, right? So the more fatty foods I eat, the worse I feel. But I can usually digest carbs, no problem. Junk food, no problem. 99.9% of the time, breads and junk food, I never have an issue with, and I hate that. That's crazy. That's how my mom found out that she was so sick, because she had a salmon patty one time, and like a week later, she threw up the salmon patty. And then they didn't even do a gastroenterology study on her. They went in with a scope to see if she maybe had ulcers or something going on. And they found about 3 weeks worth of pills in her stomach. They said she's lucky she's not on any sort of opioids or anything that she could actually overdose on, because she would have overdosed. Because the sphincter, the valve at the bottom of her stomach was completely closed. There was no opening. Jeez. See, I'm avoiding corn. Because, I mean, corn doesn't digest good in somebody with a 100% working stomach. Let alone somebody with a partially working stomach. Okay. Great. Thank you, but please keep your religious comments to yourself. I would appreciate that. Okay, you have a nice day. I'm going to have to add those words into my filtered words. I have no issues with religion. People can be religious. I just don't like it when people be all religious to me. At this point in my life, I don't know what I believe, if I believe, and so I just try to avoid religion as a whole for the time being. Is She Loves still in here? Thought you got rid of him. I agree. And that's why I don't like it when people come into my live and start spewing religious stuff, because I'm not a very religious person right now. And so I just rather not have that kind of conversation, you know? Again, I'm not trying to pass judgment. I'm not trying to be rude or anything like that. I have no issues with people being religious. I just personally am not a religious person. Yeah, I honestly didn't know. And again, I have no issues with it. It's just not my cup of tea at this time. How long have we been going for? 23 minutes. I've only done another 2 minutes. Sometimes it feels like I've been going forever, and sometimes it feels like I've barely gone at all. Like right now. It feels like I've been going forever, but I've only gone 2 minutes since the last time I checked. Last time I checked, it felt like I had just started, and I was already at 20 minutes. God, I miss doing these lives where I had you and everybody around late at night, and I'd stay up all night. I mean, I can't stay up all night anymore, because now I'm a working girl. But it varies. It varies. I'm trying to do the pedals for an hour a day. That's a toughie, Ocean, because the one time I had a friend coming over and they were bringing stuff for me, but they ended up having to go back home because they forgot their ID, and so their husband was coming over with the stuff. He did get stopped and questioned, but he didn't have to pay any duty or anything. He just said that it was his wife's, and they didn't say anything. I imagine if you don't tell them that you're leaving it here for a friend, and like you say, it's your personal use or whatever, then I don't think there'll be any issues if they question you at all, right? If they don't see what you've got, or whatever, then they probably won't even question you. But that was also pre-Trump days. So I don't know what's happening at the border now. But going back home, you'll have no issues because, or you shouldn't. I should say shouldn't. But apparently your borders have gotten worse. What's your weather like up in Ottawa right now, Zeus? I know some of the areas up that way get hit hard. I've got a friend in Bancroft, and she was posting some really nasty shit the one day. Honestly, it's hard to say, Ocean. You just have to give it a try, and then make an informed decision from there. Right. That's not bad. If we were to meet up, it would probably have to be on a Friday, depending when you're coming. It would be on a Friday because those are my only guaranteed days off. Otherwise, we'd have to try and plan around my work schedule. And if you need me to come meet you up at the falls, then we'd have to do it on a Friday or Saturday because those are the only days that Joe has off. I'm in Guelph, Zeus. That's why I say I'm a hop, skip, jump from Waterloo. I actually have to go to Kitchener once a month to have my feeding tube changed. Oh, I know I haven't been going that long. My knees are just really sore today because I've been doing this the last 3 days, 4 days, something like that. Oh, Ocean, I can just see the little tiny thumbnail of your puppy. Oh my goodness. When I'm done this live, I'll look better, but oh my goodness. So cute. I'm exercising now. I'm just taking a minute break. If you see the image that's behind me, that's what I'm doing for exercise. Aww, poor puppy. I just have to take a break every now and again because it's a lot. I'm a big girl, and so exercising is hard and takes a lot out of me. So I just have to take a break every now and again for a minute or so. Have a quick cool down, give my legs a minute to stop working, and then back at it I go. And adjust myself too. I slipped down in my chair. Well, I'm glad that you have her now. Do you do until failure or like hours? For this exercise, I try to do 30 to 60 minutes in total throughout the day. For my hoop exercise that I do, that I have videos of, I do it to one song at a time usually. Aw, thanks for the heart, me. I have really, really bad knees. I have osteoarthritis in my knees. My knees are out of place, and the membrane in my knees is pretty much non-existent. So it's really hard for me to do a lot of exercises, Ayla, because of all of that. But I am still trying. I'm trying really hard. Well, thank you. I'm trying really hard. It's not easy, but I started this journey in October at 347 pounds, and this morning I was 324 pounds. So, my knees do get pretty painful. Like I said, they are in a lot of pain today, which is why I'm taking more breaks. And especially because I've stopped taking anti-inflammatory medications because I'm planning to go for bariatric surgery if I'm approved. And after bariatric surgery, you cannot have any NSAID medications, so anti-inflammatories and aspirin and a few others. So in preparation for that, I've stopped that kind of medication now because that way I'm not still relying on it and then I have surgery and I can't have it. So all I can take now is extra strength Tylenol. So I was taking Tylenol with codeine, but I'm now on another medication to help with the food cravings because I admit that I have a food addiction. And so I'm on a medication for that. And the medication is actually manufactured for opioid and alcohol addictions at a regular dose. The dose I'm on is a very, very, very low dose and used off-label for food addiction. But because of the fact it is for opiate and alcohol addictions primarily, it actually weakens the effects of the codeine. So, the medication I'm on is called naltrexone. Naltrexone, something like that. Naltroxone or something like that. That's good to know. Thank you. I didn't know that. What was your doctor's suggestion, Ayla? Was it like Ozempic or Wegovy or something like that? Okay. Well, if it's a GLP-1, make sure if you're thinking about it, make sure it's not a GLP-1. If it's GLP-1, run. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Run. Unless you want to end up like this. A GLP-1 is medications like Ozempic, Wegovy. There's a few of them. I don't remember all the other ones. One starts with an M. If anybody knows what the other ones are, chime in. But they were originally marketed for type 2 diabetics. And one of the side effects is it slows down your metabolism to make you feel full longer. And so you don't get as much hunger cravings. However, because of the side effect of slowing down your metabolism, it has a high chance of causing gastroparesis. This is a feeding tube. This is how I have to eat some days. A lot of days, there's some days, how do I say this? There are times when I go through almost like every mission and I can eat perfectly normally. But then there's also a lot of days where I cannot eat normally because it won't digest and I throw it up. Or I'm in a lot of pain because it's just sitting in my stomach. Right? So I have a feeding tube that literally goes into my stomach and down into my intestines. And some days this is the only way I can eat. And that doesn't help with my weight because the formula I'm on is a high-fat formula. And I don't have a choice in the formula because I have an intolerance or an allergy to cow's milk protein. And that includes things like whey protein. No, Trader Joe's isn't in Canada as far as I'm aware. There's not one here at least. I don't know if there is anyone anywhere in Canada. But as far as I know, there isn't one in Canada. But so the formula I'm on is a high-fat formula because it is a keto formula and it's plant-based. There's no other formulas on the approval list for where I live that are plant-based. So I have no choice to be on this one. And this was caused, one of two things or a combination was Ozempic, that's when it started, and my diabetes. Because before I was on an insulin pump, my diabetes were way out of control. Oh, interesting, Ocean. So yeah, so make sure whatever your doctor's prescribing you is not a GLP-1 because there are so many cases of gastroparesis because of those medications. There's even lawsuits against Ozempic for it. Because it wasn't it wasn't public knowledge or wasn't very well known that Ozempic could cause this to happen. Yeah, so I don't think doctors are prescribing Ozempic for non-diabetics, but I think it's Wegovy, and there's a few others that are in the same class of medication and are prescribed to those who are not diabetic but are trying to lose weight. Mounjaro, that's the other one. Some people have great experiences and never end up with gastroparesis or any stomach problems. But too many have ended up in situations like this. It's a great medication, minus that side effect. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do an hour tonight. My legs are already wanting to give out. I've got 4 more minutes before I hit, or 3 more minutes before I hit 30 minutes. I'm going to go 30 minutes, and then I'm just going to sit here for a minute with my feet out of the pedals. And then I'll decide from there. If I only get 30 minutes in, I at least did my hoop exercise today, too. Yeah, it absolutely can. It's scary. And some doctors are so, it irks me. So I'm a part of a bunch of gastroparesis groups on Facebook. And this one person comments, she goes, so I'm diabetic and my doctor wants to put me on Ozempic to help me lose weight. I questioned him because I had heard that it can cause gastroparesis or make gastroparesis worse. And he said, no, that's not true. And I was sitting there going, what the flying fuck? What? Did he get his doctor's license out of a fucking cereal box? Yes, that is like the top freaking side effect. Like, hello, are you stupid? And then people in the comments were like, well, how tall are you and how much do you weigh? She's 5'11" and 155 pounds. She's not even overweight. Like, she's right within the normal average of where she should be. Ooh, starting to get a cramp in my leg, Ooh, I got 2 more minutes. Stretching out the leg. Ooh. Feels like a Charlie horse starting in my calf. Ooh-wee. Try to stretch it out. I gotta do at least 2 more minutes. I can't stop before the 30-minute mark. I will not stop before 30 minutes. Take miniature breaks? Yes. Stop? No. May go jump out onto the balcony when I'm done. Cool off super fast. Alright. Thanks for all the likes, you guys. Okay, got 1 more minute to go. 1 more minute to go. Stretch out those legs again. According to this, we've already burnt 130 calories, so that's not bad. What's inappropriate? Hey, Garden Mama. Yeah, I'd like to know what the hell's inappropriate about working out. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm quite sure. Quite sure that's all I'm doing. Let's see here. We're just singing it again. As you can see, that's exactly what I'm fucking doing. I'm fully fucking clothed, sitting in my living room, exercising. Like, what the hell else are you supposed to be, like, what the hell else would I be doing on fucking TikTok Live? The exercise isn't working? Hey, dipshit, do you ever stop to think that maybe I'm just now starting on my weight loss journey? And it sure the hell is working. I tell you that. October 13th, 2025, I weighed 347 pounds. This morning, January 13th, 2026, I weighed 324 pounds. Something's working. I'm sweating. Thank you. You probably just didn't eat. Nope, I've been eating. I'm tracking everything I eat. I've been watching my calories like a hawk. I love how these people come into a live where somebody's trying to better themselves, and all they do is talk smack. Like, I'm glad you get your rocks off by being a rude and ignorant person, but you're not welcome here if that's how you're going to be. Oh yeah. That's why I have moderators. They take care of it for me. And they'll never get me. I'll never, ever let them get me down. I'm doing this for me and for nobody else. I don't give two hoots what anybody else has to say. I'm doing this for me. I appreciate all the support. Don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying the support. But negativity, I do not give a hoot. I know what I have done already. I know the changes I have implemented and the changes to my health that are already happening from losing weight. Right? Like, I'm already down 23 pounds. So, and I've gotten to the point where I'm not happy if I see that scale go up. I know there's going to be ups and downs, but like, if I see a significant up, I'm not working hard enough. That means I'm not working hard enough and I got more work to do. And I push myself every single day. Like I said, I don't know if you're in here or not, but my knees are fucked. Because I've had so much weight on them. I've done 30 minutes, so I'm just going to take a break for a few minutes and we'll just chit-chat. Oh. There we go. But I have a lot of work to do. And I know that a lot of this is my own doing. Some of it is medication, some of it is health conditions, but a lot of this is on me, and I'm the only one that I can blame for it. And now, I'm the only one that can fix this. There is no miracle medication out there that's going to solve it. There is no miracle surgery out there that's going to solve it. There are medications that will help. There are surgeries that will help. But there is nothing that will solve it except for me and what I do. And I'm not giving up this time. I have started and quit this journey way too many times. I am not giving up this time. So, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of hard work. But I'm not giving up. I can't give up. Not if I want to try and have a long life, a healthy life. You know? I'm tired of always being at home and, like, I don't like going out, but I want to have the option to go out. At the size I am right now, I don't have the option to get up and go. Right? I can't even as much as bend over and put my braces and shoes on by myself right now. And I'm not okay with that. Right? I'm not okay with the fact that I've gotten so big, I need a PSW to help me bath because I can't reach my nether regions. Right? I'm not okay with 99.9% of the shit that has to happen because I'm so big. I'm not okay that I have to depend on somebody else to help me when I should be able to help myself. I hate the fact that I can't stand at my kitchen sink and do a load of dishes, the day's worth of dishes, without having to stop and take a break because my back hurts so bad, I feel like I'm about to collapse. I'm not okay with any of this. And that is why I started this health journey and why I'm not giving up this time. Like I said, there are barriers I have to face. I'm an insulin-dependent diabetic. Insulin is a well-known weight gain medication. It does not help when you're trying to lose weight, and if you already have a weight issue. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. That in itself is a condition that causes weight gain. Neither. Technically, I'm type 1.5. So I was originally diagnosed type 2. And then after recent testing done, it's come back that I am latent adult something, LADA, which is type 1.5. Basically, it means I have one positive antibody, but I don't have two positive antibodies. Type 1 is when you have no the antibodies, or don't have the antibodies, whatever, for, I think it's, if you do have the antibodies, something called GAD something or other. That came back negative for me, but another antibody came back positive, and that indicates type 1.5. Which is why my doctor has been saying all this time that we didn't understand, because I was diagnosed type 2, but my body was acting as if it was type 1. It's not reversible. It's not reversible. The only thing that might decrease as I lose weight is the insulin resistance. It won't go away. I will always need insulin, but it may lessen, and I may not need as much insulin as I lose weight, but I will always need insulin. Type 2 is also not reversible. That is a huge myth. You can go into remission, but there is no reversing type 2 diabetes. To my knowledge, and from what I understand with scientists and everything, the only diabetes that is reversible is gestational. And the reason I put it in quotes is because some women just snap back out of diabetes after, postpartum. Not all women, but some. I should say not all females, not women, all females. Some females snap out of it, some don't, right? There are a lot of people, programs, stuff out there that will say, oh, join now to reverse your type 2 diabetes. It's a scam. It's a sham. There is no reversing it. There is remission, right? Like my friend Ocean, who was in here. I don't know if you're still here, Ocean. If so, say hi. She was in remission. I think she's still in remission right now. But at any time, she can need insulin again. She was on an insulin pump for a while, and at any time she could end up needing to go back on that again. But there are a lot of people that believe you can cure diabetes, especially type 2, by diet and exercise. And that was the one thing that my doctor and I never understood, is for a very long time, almost an entire year, I was just strictly formula fed because of my gastroparesis. And my sugars were still astronomical. And it made no sense because I was on a controlled diet. There should have been no reason for my sugars to be so crazy and not responding to oral medications and not responding to injections. The second we put me on an insulin pump, I went from being, I don't know if you're Canadian or American, so if you're American, multiply what I'm about to say by 18. My sugars went from being 18 to 30 to 6 to 10. Right now my sugars are exactly 10. So that's why we didn't understand, okay, if I'm type 2, why is the insulin pump working so well? Why is my body responding so well to the insulin pump? And it's come to find out that it's because I'm not type 2, I'm type 1.5. Okay, I think it's enough of a break. I'm going to go for at least another 15 minutes, you guys. And then we'll judge it from there. It's already midnight. Actually, we're going to go take a minor break. I'm going to do meds with you guys on live right now. Because I have to take my one medication now. Otherwise, I won't be able to take it in the morning. So, we're going to go do meds. And then we'll come back, do another 15 or 20 minutes. And then I'm going to call it from there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, my goodness. Oh, falling over. I'll give you guys a little puppy tax. He's just double tapping my screen to flip it. Say hi, Max. Say hi to everybody. You say hi? He's a good boy. Are you a good boy? Yeah, your mommy's a good boy. It's my puppy. Alright. Let's go over to my office area / medicine area. Like I said, if I don't take my one med now, I won't be able to take it in the morning. And I always forget about that because it's one of my newer meds. Alright, so we need... Yep, those two. Today is Tuesday. Well, it's Wednesday now. That's my 1 mil. This one, this one. I need this one. I need this one. I need that one. I need that one. And that one's over there already. Alright, that's everything I needed of my caddy. I need these two. And I need this one. Alright. Oh, I need to grab my gravel too. Stickers. It's not letting me fucking edit stickers. It's so annoying. Alright, we're just gonna take the background down for a minute. Just so that way there, people coming in know that I'm not currently exercising. Alright. Let's get this medicine done. I really appreciate all the likes, you guys. And for sticking around. It's getting late, so thanks for sticking around. Don't need 3 of those. Thanks, Brittany. I'm just taking a quick break to do meds. I have one medication that's a timed medication, and I'm already 2 hours past taking it. So I have to make sure I get that into my system ASAP, because otherwise I can't take it tomorrow. It's supposed to take it every 12 hours. I can get away with taking it between 8 to 10 hours. So... like, I can take it at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. But if I took it any later than now, I wouldn't be able to take it until later in the day. And then that just screws everything up. Because I'm not usually up this late, especially now that it's work season again. I try to get to bed around 11 usually. I'm not working until Thursday, and I think I don't work until, like, the afternoon. But it's still, I'm trying to be on a regular schedule. Because the latest I would ever work is 10 p.m. So, okay, jejunum, stomach. Gotta do this one. I always forget to start my magnesium. I gotta remember to always do magnesium first, because it needs time to settle. When I get the new magnesium, when this one runs out, I'll have to see if it fizzes like this one does. This one is magnesium citrate. The other one I'm going to be switching to is magnesium bicarbonate. Yeah, I only remember because I have to take them twice a day, most of my meds. So, I don't know. I just remember, but I lost track of time because I'm not, again, usually up this late. So far, I did my hoop today for almost 4 minutes. And I've done a half hour of the bike pedaling so far. So, I'm going to attempt to do at least another 15 minutes. My knees are screaming at me tonight. But I'm still going to attempt to do at least another 15 minutes. My goal is another 30. But I'm not expecting myself to be able to tolerate another 30 minutes today. We'll see. Okay, that one is stomach. The only reason I'm so disciplined is because I'm not willing to go backwards. I've already lost 23 pounds, and I'm not putting that weight back on. It ain't happening. I'm tired of being housebound because I can't get myself around. I'm tired of not being able to have my own shower because I can't properly reach to wash certain areas. I'm tired of not being able to get my own shoes on. I'm tired of having to constantly go up in clothing, only being able to fit into clothing for short periods of time, and then having to buy a bigger size. I'm done with it all. I'm tired of not being able to go for strolls. I have to be careful what I say because my DOG is in the other room, and he will hear me say the W word and then want to go for a W. And I do not take him out at this time of night. No. Especially since the other night I heard a coyote out there. Don't know if it was just one or if there was more. To my knowledge, they are pack animals. And so where there was one, there was more. And I definitely can't run. So I'm not going out at night. Coolio. That's everything. These are my fridge meds. Alright, so this one goes in my J, G. So just doing meds for anybody popping in. I'm just doing meds and then I'm going back to my workout. I had to pause to do meds because I am on timed medication that has to be taken every 12 hours. Thank you for the rose. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you feel that way. Alright, that's all of my stuff. No, it's not all my stuff. I always forget about my magnesium. I forget to mix it. I forget to give it. It's because it's not in its own syringe. Hello. Welcome in. I'm just doing my nighttime meds and then I'm going to go back to my exercises. I just didn't realize what time it was. And if I don't get my meds done now, I can't take them in the morning. I try to let the magnesium gravity because it is carbonated. And so if I push it through, it tends to hurt. Sometimes I don't have a choice though, because sometimes it won't go down. Okay, now my stomach meds are done. It's gotten to the point, Michelle, where I literally just leave my extensions on. Newfoundland, nice. I'm in Ontario. I'm in Guelph, Ontario. Alright, that's it for my stomach. Now we go into my J-tube. Come on. There we go. Timmins? Okay. One of my followers, she's not here right now, but one of my followers is from Thunder Bay. Oh, God. Is it that bad up there? Nice meeting you as well. I'm going to be putting you guys back in the living room in a minute. I'm going to use the ladies' room, and then we'll be getting back to me doing some pedaling. 15 to 30 minutes is what I'm aiming for. I've already done 30 minutes today. Just finished 30 minutes a few minutes ago. And also did 4 minutes of my infinity hoop today. So, alright. I'm all tangled up in my cords. I have too many headsets, too many cords. Alright. I'm going to put you guys back in the living room here. I'm going to use the ladies' room. And then I will be back to do more exercises. Give me a minute, guys. This is another reason I'm trying so fucking hard to lose weight. I shouldn't be choking my brains out just to go to the bathroom. Alright. No, you will not throw up. You will not throw up. Alright. Come on, move my freaking image. Alright. Let's get back into this. Let's see what I can do. Alright. I have turned on my fan. I apologize if you can hear it, but I really need to have my fan on. Get my feet back in. Alright. Yeah, make sure it was on. Alright, let's see how well we can do. So guys, I'm going to try to make this a nightly thing. There may be nights when I don't do it, especially if I'm working. If I'm working till 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, I know I'm not going to feel like doing this after work. It's not that my job is hard to do or physically exhausting or anything. I just, you know, when you work till 9, 10 o'clock at night, you don't want to do anything but go to bed. Also, weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, are iffy, because those are the days that Bestie's home. His son could be here, and I, you know, depending what they're up to, I try not to be on TikTok, video, or live when they're right here. Bestie, not so much, doesn't really matter, but when his kid's here, especially, I try to make sure he's never on camera. For various reasons. Having the fan on is definitely helping. I just have it on low and it's enough. I can feel it. And it's definitely, I'm less hot. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to make another 15 minutes. My leg keeps cramping on me. I may just call it. How close am I to 40? I gotta, wait a minute. See how close I am to the 40-minute mark. I probably only do this. Probably only did it for a minute, but I'm just going to double check here. I'm at 32:30, so yeah, exactly. And he's not my kid, right? So go a couple minutes longer, but unfortunately I'm not hitting that 60-minute mark today. That's okay. We're gonna have days where we can't do the whole thing, but I at least did a half an hour of this, plus almost 4 minutes of the other exercise today. So, plus however many steps I did. I don't know how many steps I did, because it's after midnight. I'm going to fuck around with this tomorrow, try to find the perfect setting, if there is one. Because, like I said, right now it's too loose. When I tried to tighten it, it was too tight. And it just kept sliding as I was trying to pedal. And that's not going to do me any good. Alright. I didn't even make it to 35, but my leg hurts a lot, so I'm calling it. I'm calling it. And that's okay. I'm allowed to have nights where I can't hit 60 minutes. As long as I try and give it my all, that's all that matters. And yes, I'm pretty much talking to myself because I'm starting to get into a mindset where I'm getting really down on myself. Not down as in depressed. I'm getting really hard on myself for not pushing myself or overindulging or not exercising as much as what I want to. And I need to remember baby steps. I'm new to all of this. My body isn't used to this. It's going to take time. But I get mad at myself when I don't achieve what I set out to achieve. And I know I need to be careful because this is a very slippery slope. I could end up going from an ED of overeating to an ED of being too calorie conscious and, exercising beyond my limits. Right? So I'm trying to tread carefully because I know it's a very easy way to slip. Right? I've seen it happen too many times where people go from one extreme to another. And I need to be careful on that because I know that I will end up like that if I don't be careful, if I don't try not to be so hard on myself. So, but I appreciate you being here, Michelle, for the entire time. Garden Mama, I know you've been here for a good chunk of the time. Thanks for being here. Thank you for telling me about this machine as well. When you first mentioned it, I thought you were talking a stationary bike, and I was like, I don't have anywhere to put that. And then I forgot all about it. And then I think you reminded me again, or something happened and I was reminded again. And so I actually looked for one, and I did find one. It was $22. Somebody sold it to me. Of course, then, a week after I bought it, I found one on Marketplace for $10. But I appreciate it. I really do. I got a long road ahead of me. Because as much as I miss my grandmother and my grandfather very, very much, and I would do anything to see them again, I don't want to see them too soon. There's too many other people that are still here that I don't want to lose. So, but thank you guys for being here. I really do appreciate it. Michelle, thank you for always being supportive and kind, even though it's brought you so much hate as well. I appreciate it. You're a good person. And Garden Mama, thank you for sticking by my side all these years, even though there's been a few times where I've been not so pleasant to you. So, I thank you for that as well. And I hope you ladies have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys at some point tomorrow. As they shouldn't, right? And they don't mean anything to me anymore either. But it's still not pleasant to know that's being said and done. So, adios amigos.